Here at the Danes domain, we're on a quest to find the cutest dog in the world and groom them. Today's contender is Addi-Bear, an Irish Terrier, who is joined by his mom, Maeve, and dad, Patrick. Let's get started. I start by cleaning out his ears.
There you go. There you go. Good job. Yeah. Yum, yum, yum.
I'll leave some cotton balls in his ear canals to help keep water out in the bath and to muffle the noise of the blow dryer.
Now let's see these nails.
I begin the nail trim with my clippers.
Good job. Good job. Yes.
And then use the Dremel to round off the sharp edges.
Good job. Good job. Good job.
With the prep work done, we move to the tub.
This doesn't look right. Not quite. Look at me. Good job, everybody.
First, I mix up the shampoo in the recirculating bather. Today, I'm using Filthy Animal by Kelco, which is great at removing dirt and grease from every type of coat. Side note, I don't usually fit an entire family in my bathtub at once, but Maeve and Patrick can be helicopter parents, and this setup is what works best for them. Trust me. I apply the shampoo, making sure to get into every nook and cranny. Then I rinse it all off.
Who lost a cotton ball, huh?
Now I take a second to give him a blueberry facial, just to make his face smell nice. While that soaks in, I mix up some conditioner. Today, I'm using Cowboy Magic, which will help keep his skin moisturized in the summer heat. I apply the conditioner into all previously stated nooks and crannies. Next, I check and gently express his anal glands. The flea comb is used to straighten out any tangles in Addie's mustache and remove any
crunchy bits.
Whoa! Let me have these crunchy bits.
Finally, I can rinse everything off. Before we start the drying process, I take a second to brush Addie's beautifully white teeth.
Good job. Get it!
I start the drying with a towel. The goal is to do as much as we can without the blow dryer. I add some fresh cotton balls to his ears. Then I begin the blow drying. That's about all we can do in the tub, so I give him a quick spritz of detangler and it's on to the table for the last bit of drying. Addi-Bear is now totally dry. I use the slicker brush all over his body to remove any tangles and prepare his coat to be clipped. I switch to the trimmer to shave out the paw pads. This will help him sweat more efficiently and increase his traction on slippery floors. Then I shave his sanitary areas, under the tail and between the legs. I use the clippers to shave his ears short and smooth. He used to be very sensitive about his ears being worked on, but has relaxed so much for grooming and now lets me do everything I need. And then I go back to the quieter trimmers to get the hair on the underside of his ears.
You're doing such a good job.
I use the clippers again to go over his head.
Normally, these dogs would get hand stripped, but since my hand stripping days are behind me, we are not going to do that. It's very time consuming. You have to keep up with it. And since they've been clipped with the clippers already, that is not going to be an option for them. We're going to make a nice clean line here to here. They really don't have beards, they kind of have more like a goatee, if there's a difference to you. And they have just the itty bittiest little eyebrows.
Then I change to a number 1 guard comb and go over his legs and tail.
Good boy. We are going to do 2 reversed. It will help grab the hair a lot better and give him a bit of that rougher, hewn look. Trying to kind of emulate the look of being hand stripped without actually hand stripping him.
I go over his body one more time with the 5-blade to catch any stray hairs.
Just going to use this to smooth out any long stragglies.
With the bulk of his haircut finished, I can begin scissoring. I start with the thinners to clean up his muzzle and his stop, which is the area where the forehead and muzzle meet.
Good boy.
I use my curved shears to clean up the lip line to prevent hair from being licked into his mouth.
Good. No.
Then I use my straight shears to give his eyebrows and beard the sharp and smooth angles that define the Irish Terrier. Remember when I said he lets me do whatever I need for his ears? I lied. But he is getting better, so I very slowly trimmed the outline of his ears.
Good job. I know. You make me smash up your beautifully trimmed beard and eyebrows. Why you make me do that? No. Addi.
I lightly neaten up his tail, feet, and legs. And that about wraps up Addi's full groom. Here's the before and the after. Addi is a truly beloved pup with 2 very proud parents. That makes him the cutest dog in the world. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.